Columbus, Ohio's German village took root on the city's south side around 1814. Since 1960, the community has seen more than 1,600 buildings historically restored, making it the largest privately funded historic district on the National Register of Historic Places. But below the surface, a different type of restoration was needed. Years of corrosion and degradation had taken its toll on the neighborhood's sewer system. With beautiful brick streets lined with historic hitching posts and mounting blocks, German Village stood to lose a lot of its historic charm if the pipes were replaced or repaired with an open-cut method. By using cured-in-place pipe, not only was the community able to restore its wastewater infrastructure while preserving its historic character, but also residents could take comfort in knowing that their sewers will remain in good condition for the next 50 or more years. It can take hundreds of years to build a community with historical distinction and character, but just a fraction of that time to destroy it. It's important to preserve our infrastructure so future generations can enjoy the same quality of life. The history. The cured-in-place pipe method of trenchless renewal has been around for more than 30 years. In that time, the technology and processes have seen vast improvements through extensive research, testing, and quality control practices. There are many instances in which cured-in-place is ideal for fixing aging infrastructure, whether to reduce groundwater infiltration and inflow by sealing joints and cracks, eliminating root intrusion, renewing lines that have deteriorated structurally and are in danger of collapse, or to improve hydraulic properties in lines that have outgrown their current capacity. Cured-in-place pipe is a minimally disruptive, cost-effective method of pipe rehabilitation. Cured-in-place pipe is commonly used to renew all types of wastewater lines, from point of service to wastewater treatment plant, including laterals, collector lines, interceptors, and outfalls. It can be installed in pipes as small as 4 inches in diameter, even reach diameters as large as 120 inches. Cured-in-place pipe takes the shape of the pipe it is renewing, making it a viable solution for round pipe, elliptical pipe, and egg-shaped pipe, as well as box culverts. Its flexible nature allows it to move easily around bends and over extrusions. The end result is a hard, durable new pipeline that is watertight. The process. The cured-in-place process involves impregnating felt tubes with a thermosetting resin, which are then inserted into the pipe and cured with heat. This resin forms a mechanical lock with the host pipe, hardening to become a pipe within a pipe. The cured product is strong enough to stand on its own, needing no structural support from the host pipe. That's why, in some cases, cured-in-place pipe can be used to renew a line that has significant portions of the old pipeline missing. And while cured-in-place pipe may slightly reduce the diameter of the line it is renewing, it has greater hydraulic properties than materials that had typically been used for wastewater pipe construction. This means that the pipe renewed with cured-in-place pipe will usually have a greater flow rate. Inliner Technologies, clearly superior. Inliner Technologies' clearly superior method of cured-in-place pipe starts with a particularly discriminating taste in materials. The felt that holds the resin in place comes from one of 2 pre-approved vendors and is engineered to minimize longitudinal stretching. Inliner's tubes are custom-made for each project by Indiana-based Liner Products. Liner Products pre-tests the felt on each tube prior to being shipped to the Inliner licensee to ensure that the tube meets specified wall thickness and weight requirements. For most projects, the tubes are saturated with the thermoset resin catalyst mixture in the controlled environment of a wet-out facility. After an initial quality check, in which the liquid compound is tested for optimum reaction temperature, the resin is dispersed within the tube under vacuum
and loaded into a refrigerated truck.
Inliner licensees are skilled in two types of installation methods: Inliner's proprietary pulled-in-place procedure and the long-standing direct inversion process. The direct inversion method was used for the German Village project. Prior to installing the cured-in-place pipe, the lines were cleaned, then inspected using a robotic camera and closed-circuit televising equipment.
The air inside the sewer was tested to ensure there were no toxic gases present to harm the workers. Bypass lines were set up to divert wastewater flows from the area upstream from the segment being renewed. The tube was inserted into the pipe,
then inverted with water pressure.
The water was heated to 180 degrees with an on-site heater truck. This is the temperature required to fuel the thermoset reaction between the catalyst and resin.
Workers then circulated the heated water through the pipe for approximately 2 hours, completing the curing process. Once the cure was complete and the liner cooled, the service laterals were restored using a pneumatic cutting device. Pulled in place is another commonly used method of cured-in-place pipe installation.
Pipes renewed through a pulled-in-place installation have shown more uniform wall thickness, and due to the addition of a special coating on the outside of the liner bag, which protects the resin, the pulled-in-place product has a higher probability of producing a quality structure. With direct inversion, the resin is exposed to water and debris, which under certain circumstances could compromise the quality of the finished product.
Here, we see workers using the pulled-in-place method to install cured-in-place pipe on an 8-inch line in a suburban neighborhood.
A motorized winch was used to pull the flattened liner through the pipe, which was attached to a steel cable. Compressed air was then forced through a calibration tube, which inflated and effectively forced the liner tight against the host pipe. Once in place, steam was added to the compressed air. The heat from the steam activated the catalyst, curing the resin.
Workers used a robotic cutter with closed-circuit television to cut the service laterals.
At the completion of each job, samples were sent to a third-party laboratory for confirmation that the product met requirements for wall thickness and strength.
Choose Inliner. Inliner Technologies has grown to be one of the largest cured-in-place pipe companies in the nation, with more than 7 million feet installed in the U.S. and Canada, and some 100 engineering, marketing, sales, and installation staff employed in the Inliner network. As an active participant in groundbreaking industry-wide studies with the Trenchless Technology Center and the Pipe Rehabilitation Council, Inliner Technologies is committed to making the best even better. Inliner is currently one of 2 companies qualified to state that its finished product meets ASTM D5813. Inliner Technologies' commitment to craft improvement and advancements in technology is going a long ways in helping solve the nation's infrastructure problems. Call Inliner today to see how we can help you.